So this is part 2 of my series of shorts about how to keep from worrying your entire life away. Last short, we talked about looking at history. Today, we're also going to talk about looking to the past, but we're going to talk about looking at our own history. You know, one thing we forget, I think when we're looking towards the future and worrying about it constantly, I think one thing we forget is how much we've all personally, individually, been through in the past, okay? Especially like the older you are. But even if you're like in your 20s, even if you're a teenager, you know, we've all already been through so much and we got through it, right? We all are so strong. You know what I mean? Even those of us who think we're powerless, think we're weak, look back at some of the stuff you went through as a kid. You know, look back through like getting through elementary school, middle school, high school. Look at some of the family stuff some people have gone through. We have all gone through so many crazy, unexpected, out of nowhere stuff, and we got through it. We're still here, you know, and some of the stuff we're worrying about for the future isn't even as big or wouldn't even affect us as much as some of the stuff we've already been through, you know? So when I find myself just kind of worrying and just like, oh, what about this? What about that? I'm like, yeah, but what about that? What about that? What about all that stuff you've already been through, Tim, and you got through it? And here's the thing too. At the time when we were going through that stuff, a lot of it, we had no clue. Like I said, it was unexpected. We had no clue how to get through it. But we got through it with the help of our friends, through the grace of God, through our own like understanding and knowledge and wisdom, or a lot of it, we just like bumbled our way through it. You know, we just got through it somehow. And it didn't always end up perfect. Sometimes there was, you know, it sucked. It really, really sucked, but we got through it. And so even though most of the stuff we're worrying about will not happen a lot, and most of it won't happen in the way we think it's going to happen, the worst case scenario almost never happens. Even if in this instance it does, we'll get through it. And so that's why when I'm thinking about something, I'm just like, hey, I'll get through it. You know? I always do until that one thing comes that I don't get through, but then I'll be dead. So what do I have to worry about?